Here we go. We are live. Killing the studio mode. Yay.
Oh, great.
Goodbye, studio mode.
See ya.
See ya. Wouldn't want to be
Would want to be ya.
Hello, everybody in the
Bye-bye.
chat. I see
Hello.
Obsidian Phoenix and Chiru
Good
are
evening.
watching today.
Yes.
Obsidian Phoenix is representing Twitch tonight. And Crow is on Twitch as well. And Chiru is on
Nice.
Crow.
YouTube's.
Out of
Yeah,
the
tubs.
tubes.
Crows. Kill the mode. Kill all the modes. Even the commode.
Kill the
Actually, I
Depeche
did this
Mode?
morning. But,
Oh, God.
Sorry.
Hot.
Actually, I had 2 Korean dishes today, so tomorrow's going to be very
Oh,
interesting.
jeez.
Woo!
What is poop?
What is a poop?
Ooh.
Ooh, a poop. All right, guys. We're going to get this thing going, so let's do this thing.
Wait.
Welcome to the Lovecraft Tapes podcast. This is Case 14, Hypnos. I am Jeremy, your keeper of arcane lore, and we play Chaosium's Call of Cthulhu, a role-playing game filled with cosmic horror, existential dread, and a cadre of elderly women dressed in ceremonial robes congregating beneath the street lamp at the end of your driveway, whispering among themselves and occasionally stealing glances in your direction as you spy on them through a gap in the curtains.
Ooh.
Is that too specific?
I like that.
Did I touch a nerve there, Brian?
I like the curtains.
Your investigators of the unknown are Gabe as Roy.
Why do I always gotta go first? I'm never ready.
No, you're Roy. I said you're Roy tonight. You're not Freddy. Get Matt as Rocky.
Hi, I'm Matt. Nice to meet you.
It's the G Matt.
Apparently, my name changed, and I didn't even know about it. So thanks, Jeremy.
You're the G Matt. You really test people. You know.
Oh, yeah, right on camera. Smart. FBI's coming, man.
Sniffing them juices. And Brian as Pippa.
Hi, I like to sniff juices.
I think you mean Gabrian.
Pippa. Like Geppetto, but Pippa. All right, welcome back, players. How's everybody doing tonight?
Laughter.
Nice. Laughter's good. What are you drinking there, Brian? I saw you drinking a little
G&T, but it's a tall. It was a tall until I drank half of it.
Mm-hmm.
What type
Grease
of
and toenails?
Kirkland.
Kirkland brand.
It sounds fancier when you whisper it. Yep.
It's
The brand of cheapskates.
Hello, Atulia.
Head drunk is drunk, man.
Drunk is drunk. You're right.
I'm drunk, man.
Well, I'm drinking some warm tea tonight. Just felt like it.
Nobody asked.
Oh shit! I gotta turn off my air real quick. Sorry, guys. This is embarrassing.
Oh.
Sorry, my bad.
You ruined everything.
Podcast over. I quit.
That's it.
2 seconds.
We're leaving. No show tonight.
Thank
It's all
God I
Jeremy's
remembered
fault.
it.
How dare you to a 2.5 hour podcast in
Right.
comfort?
All right, there we go.
Luckily for
Care of
me,
that.
I can't turn
Well-
off my air.
Guys, today, recently,
Derriere?
I saw in the news recently that Artemis 1 is going to the moon on a mission to plan for future human colonization.
Yeah.
So I started wondering, if you were on that flight, what's the scariest thing you'd worry about seeing out of one of the port windows?
Oh,
Myself.
Doppelganger in space?
I got it. There's a man on the wing.
He's
It'd be
eating the
Matt.
wing.
It'd be Matt. I can't breathe out here.
This isn't
I mean-
funny anymore, guys.
It's really cold.
I'm far less worried about what's out there, and I'm far more worried about what's in here.
The Taco
room?
Bell I snuck in.
Exactly. Someone's got the fire sauce rolling.
I saw a guy vent. We're done.
Yeah.
Brian vented. He's sus.
We're done. Well,
I just opened the door.
I'd be scared that I'd look out and see Major Tom, and no matter how much I screamed or yelled, he couldn't hear me, so he just drifted away, floating in his tin can.
At least it says Campbell's soup on the side when it rotates.
Can you hear
Gotta get those
me,
sponsors,
Major
man.
Tom?
Yep.
It's
Hashtag
Campbell.
not
Sponsor us,
sponsored.
Campbell's soup.
Campbell's soup.
Yeah, Campbell's. What the hell's your problem?
Come on, pony up, cream of mushroom.
Little chunks.
I'd
of
make a joke,
fungus.
but something about creaming someone's mushroom. I don't know.
It's a me, a Mario.
Pull back the hood. No.
At least you didn't talk about creaming someone's pony.
Or cream of corn.
Or brony.
What?
All right, listeners, if you'd like to provide feedback or praise or just say hi, drop us a letter from beyond on our website at lovecrafttapes.com. And yet again, no letters, guys, so
Oh, boo.
I guess nobody likes us anymore.
Well,
No, I will
nobody-
take the lack of letters as it means that we couldn't be doing any better.
There you go.
Perfect.
We're doing so
Perfect.
well.
Which means we can do whatever we want.
We do
I do.
anyways, buddy.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. Well, this show is brought to you in part by our generous fans and supporters on patreon.com/Lovecraft Tapes. So if you'd like to help support the podcast, just go to that website and give us all your money. Like all of it.
All of it.
Just empty your bank accounts,
Mhm.
your mom's, your dad's, your grandpa's, all the bank
And
accounts.
all of your belongings. All of
And
your
if you're lucky, we'll
belongings.
just say your name, but only like once a
Yeah.
month. And that's not today.
Yeah.
So
If you're lucky.
if you're lucky. All right, guys.
But it's not today.
No, it's not today, baby. Before we begin, we need to take a quick commercial break. So let's roll some D Hondo.
Quick my ass.
Quick. All right. Well, if you insist. I rolled a 94.
39.
Wow. I'm still
39 for
working on it. Give me a
Gaby.
second. Sorry.
That's
I
got a
wasn't ready.
53. Oh, shit. Brian with
98.
a 98. Okay, so Brian is selling to Gabe tonight.
Woo!
Have fun, guys.
Hey, you.
Hey, me?
Mm-hmm.
Was
How-
that?
How much you spend a month on your garbage bags?
Couple G's.
Ooh, what a... Gee, never mind. How about if I told you that you would only need to buy one garbage bag for the rest of your life? Well, maybe not the rest of your life, but for a long time. Wouldn't that be great?
Sounds like it would save me some clams.
Yeah. Basically, it's very simple. There's no money involved. I will even supply you with the garbage bag. I'm going to hand that to you right now. It's a Hefty. Hashtag sponsor us, Hefty. Nice bag, right? It's got that anti-puncture sides.
Yeah, this must have cost a lot of bones to make.
Yep. And sacks, too. I don't know what we're doing. So, here's the rub, though. I'm going to live in your crawl space. I won't make any noise. I'm just going to hunker down in there. And all I would like you to do is when your trash is full, just set it outside your back door. When you're up in the morning, you'll have that bag all cleaned and fresh and ready for you to re-put into your can. Now, isn't that a good deal? You'll never have to buy another garbage bag.
Sounds like it would save me a lot of moolah. So I'm
Yeah,
thinking
it's pretty
a
good.
idea.
I do have one dietary request. No coffee grounds, if you could. I mean, if you have to, it's okay. I'll deal with it. Okay? Do we have a deal?
I'm a tea guy anyway.
Oh, let's shake on it.
And we're back. Where do you suppose the inventor of that product and or service got their idea to make it?
They were on the can.
The garbage can.
You see, they started drinking Kirkland brand liquor, and it just went downhill from there.
Kirkland.
You just cracked the code.
That's it, baby. Well, I'm pretty sure they got the idea by staying up late and watching infomercials on those odd networks that you can only view on old-fashioned TV tuning dials, where if you click it between the channels, you get a broadcast that shouldn't exist. Some say those transmissions come from ham radio enthusiasts who have figured out a method to hack the airwaves, spouting their nonsense Alex Jones style, raving about panini parlors populated by devil worshippers or sushi counters behind which slither tentacled pederasts, or Slurpee machines filled with icy mind control juice regulated by the FDA. These are all compelling conspiracy theories, so it's easy to see how this product and or service came into being. I mean, when you see a need, you feel it, right? Right.
Yes.
Did you say pederass?
Yeah,
I
when you
wanted-
have a dog or cat, you just pet her ass.
I hardly know her ass, though.
I wanted to make a quick announcement just to the podcast and to you guys. I will be getting married next week. I did find one of those gay frogs.
Don't know what that means, but congratulations.
I'm very happy for you.
Oh, Alex, no? Okay. They're turning the frogs gay because of the jet stream coming out of the planes.
Oh, boy. Why am I not surprised?
I'm not really getting married. Everybody calm down.
Oh, too
I'm
late.
just
I already
mad
have
at
a whole
you.
wedding.
Congrats!
Well, I was going to, but nobody understood what I was saying, so F off.
Turn their friggin' frogs gay.
Now you know it.
Now we
You
got it.
only expected us to be ready for your wedding with a week's notice. I got a week's worth of toenail work to do.
At least.
Yeah, but then when you're done with mine, you can come to the wedding.
Ooh, that's a twofer.
Mm.
Now, dear investigators, we play Case 14, Tape 7. Breathing summer breeze. Previously on the Lovecraft Tapes. In the wilds of Wisconsin, our investigators gather to have a heart-to-heart talk. I better start that over. I started going with the other one, but I got the new guy. Thanks for stopping me. In the wilds of Wisconsin, our investigators gather to have a heart-to-heart talk that is long overdue. Roy is given the news that his life hangs in the balance, while Rocky and Pippa admit they just dropped in to see what condition his condition was in. That was for you, Gabe. As it turns out, their fates have become inextricably entwined. A truth one Arroyo brother discovered at the barrel end of a loaded gun. A message of sorts from Mr. Circe reveals the true nature of their entrapment in the dreamlands and bids them hurry to Ulthar for yet another ultimate confrontation with elder things. Will our junior jauntonauts survive long enough to find a way out? Or will the past continue to haunt them in the present? Pippa,
Yes.
your mind wobbles like a plastic top found at the bottom of a Cracker Jack box, and your stomach flips over like a mailless crepe as you witness a humanoid creature emerge from its bramble den in a wooded clearing and proceed to decapitate a man guarding the entrance, gore dripping from its cavernous maw. This thing is now eyeing your trio with dread interest glittering in its hollow eye sockets. Since this is the first time you've met Marlene,
Yeah.
Please describe in detail what she looks like to you.
Oh.
And I'm going to go ahead and show you the photo here again in
Oh, okay.
Roll20. And you can actually right-click that photo and open it in a new tab, I think, and get a better look at it. And so what I'd like you to do is, in Pippa's point of view, describe it, but embellish upon what you see in the photo, okay? Because
I'll do my best.
we want to know. So you see what's in the photo.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Just
I know
describe
what embellish is.
each characteristic, and then also, project what Pippa's feeling about those elements.
Okay. Well, the white flash that overtakes me, I can't focus until everything falls silent. And then I see it. It. Long, elongated front arms. Too many joints to be human arms. Too long to be human arms. Her head is hung really low. I don't understand the shape. It's almost like a spider. The back legs are long and gangly. They're digging into the soil. But her eyes, there are no eyes. I don't know what to make of this. I don't know what this is. I don't know what's happening.
Okay.
Run away.
And run away. All right. Cool. All right. Thank you.
Brave Sir Pippa ran away.
Mm-hmm. Would not want to see that coming out of a nest.
Too late. Rocky.
Right.
With no small amount of discomfort, you remember the last time you met Marlene and how she divulged your connection to Bugshosh. You also recall how easily she popped your skull from its moorings atop your spinal cord, and the unexpected but temporary period of unconsciousness that followed. As you stand, yet again, in front of the deceased Mrs. Bauman, you are suddenly inundated with a vision of that other place, beyond the veil, where you know something is waiting very patiently to settle a debt. Please tell us what you see in your vision. What does this other place look like, and what happens?
At first, there's nothing. And I can't quite tell if I'm floating or if I'm falling because there's no reference anywhere. It kind of feels like I'm falling, but maybe I'm going up. I mean, which way is up? This whole place is just one big void. And then I start to notice this very low, just thrumming noise in and out, in and out. And as it gets louder, I notice out of the corner of my eye, I start to see eyes just open up out of the black void. Just first one or two, and then 3, and then 6, and then 12, and it just exponentially spirals outward. All different types of eyes, not just human eyes, but animal eyes and the eyes of things that have yet to be discovered. And the more that open up and the more that look at me, the louder the noise gets, and the more I feel oppressed, the more I feel like something is pushing in on me. Like there's something that's trying to just crush me. It's, I wouldn't say angry. Anxious might more be the word. And I can definitely feel that anticipation and that waiting just pushing closer and closer as these eyes just keep opening and pushing in on me.
Okay. And we'll add to that as these eyes glare upon you hungrily, drinking in the sight of your helpless body, you see a green glow in the pupil of each eye fade into being, growing brighter and brighter.
Delta Green was behind it the whole time.
And
Those bastards.
The green luminescence, the emerald luminescence, begins to shift in each of the pupils to form a symbol that is repeated through each of the eyes. And at first you believe it is a very simple mathematical number. It's the number 5. But as you watch, it shifts to the number 6. And that's when you are thrust out of the vision and stand again with your compatriots in front of Marlene and her den and the decapitated body of Clyde Bauman. I'm going to need Rocky to raise his Cthulhu mythos by 5.
Nice,
Ooh.
dude. 5? Holy
And
crap.
as we know, when that happens, your max sanity is reduced.
Yeah. Sucker.
Imagine caring about your max sanity.
Right? Who cares? It's Call of Cthulhu.
There's a maximum to sanity?
Wait a minute.
What? No.
Maybe.
All right. Roy. When you met Marlene previously, she put up quite a fight. In fact, she killed your brother and nearly did the same to you. Ultimately, with Jack's help, you managed to put her down. At the time, you knew it had to be done, even if you felt bad for her. What her husband did to her still causes a coldness to creep over your body. Imagine loving something so much you'd be willing to subvert the laws of nature in order to keep on loving it forever. If you could bring back someone from the dead, who would it be, and what would you be willing to sacrifice to make it happen?
Very easily would be Bugsy. Things haven't been the same since he's been gone, and it's just been difficult to deal with. I mean, tried to replace him, but can't replace a guy like that,
Is Bugsy dead?
as far as I know.
Why would you say he's dead?
I thought I remembered him being dead.
I don't think... Do we know, guys? I'm asking. Is Bugsy dead?
I thought he died in that crypt.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
I'm pretty
did
sure
too.
he's dead.
Died in a crypt. Well, I'm trying to remember how that
Not the
happened.
crypt.
The cave? Was it
cave.
The cave with, he was trying to open the portal with all the mushroom zombies. Dr. Pretorius.
And Bugsy was there?
Mm-hmm. Right?
I thought so.
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
They
Okay.
killed Bugsy and they didn't they...
They got Leah. They got
Right.
Bugsy.
And they were getting ready.
The cult members.
Yes, and he was
Yes.
getting ready to kill everybody else, and that's when Roy did the magic.
Got it.
Or Matt.
Got
Matt
it.
was it Matt that did the magic shot or Roy? I
think
can't
it was
remember.
Roy.
That was... No, I was the one who shot the...
Yeah, because
the
Roy
gem.
broke down. Yeah,
Went,
because of
pew,
Bugsy.
pew.
Yep.
Okay, great.
Memories.
So Bugsy.
Memories.
So Bugsy, and what is it you'd be willing to sacrifice to make that happen? Like, would you trade someone else's life?
Not much I wouldn't give, to be honest. I mean, he made everything easier. I don't care much for my family. They're okay. I guess I wouldn't give them up, but short of that, I mean, I would even be able to. Huh?
Huh? No, I was singing Rickroll.
Oh, okay. The way you made it look like I was like too loud or something.
No.
Okay.
So you know that Clyde Bauman had the means to do such.
It's a tough thing to do in the moment. You know, pulling the trigger on something like that. It's easy to talk about, but to when you're actually faced with an issue such as that, and you don't truly know the consequences that will follow. If I was given another shot, I probably would do it, just because of how harder it gets all the time.
I wonder if Clyde Bauman's effects are still at Delta Green, accessible, maybe with some refinement. They could be utilized in a more successful manner.
I gotta worry about getting out of here first.
Fair enough. And to
If I
that
ever wanna-
effect, yeah. Marlene rears back. A moonlit nightmare smeared with the blood of her beloved husband. Haunted eyes narrowing in anticipation of the next kill. She draws in a ragged breath and utters, "Give me kid." Roy? Rocky? Is that you? Oh, sorry. I didn't recognize you in the dark. What brings you back to this neck of the woods? No pun intended. And who is this enchanting lady you've brought along? She sits cross-legged in the dirt and leans back on her elongated arms.
Well, new team member, you see, is prone to happen around here. Bad things happen to the other one.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yes, you were here with a gentleman, if I remember correctly.
Yes, he's no longer with us.
Oh,
As
I
it
know how
were.
that goes. Right, Clyde?
Anyway, you see the shiny gem thing that's coming out of your now dead husband? Yeah, that's well, we've been looking for those.
Oh, yeah. Well, of course. Yeah. I mean, those are really just tokens in essence. I'm not exactly sure how they work, but only it's got something to do with the facets and how they refract light and energy inside the portals. I remember Clyde, rest his soul, talking about it after he finished translating some ancient texts dug up by the Delta Green on one of their missions. Yeah, curious things. Kind of pretty, actually.
Yeah, well, we're collecting them here to help my brother out. You see,
Oh,
they it didn't end up too pretty after our last mission, and apparently
It's for
these
an
gems
archaeology experiment.
ooh, oh, are you an archaeologist now? I mean, it's been a while. How long has it been?
I mean, he does belong in a museum.
A fine art museum, some might say.
Fine art. Well, yeah, I mean, so I understand that you're getting him to go through the portals, right? I mean, that's kind of what I was meant to understand.
Yeah, something about consciousness and bringing him back.
Oh, okay. I wasn't exactly sure why, but just what Clyde figured out. He kind of was a smart man when he didn't lose his head.
I get it.
It's a joke. You got it. High
Yeah, I
five.
get
She
it.
puts out her monstrous hand.
And I'll high five it.
It makes a wet slap in the nighttime air, and she leans back again.
So do you happen to know where any of the other ones are?
I mean, I'm not exactly. I know where this one is in this place that we're in now. Obviously, it's right there in Clyde's head. You know, it's tucked in there safely.
Yep.
But I mean, you're welcome to it. But I mean, I guess you could just like keep hopping from portal to portal until you get to Ulthar. It's an unusual place, and I'm surprised that Bugshosh would choose it for a showdown. You know, something tells me that Cersei might have picked that location. So maybe he's not quite the marionette that his master thinks he is.
What's so special about this place?
What place?
I'm assuming she's asking about
Ulthar.
Ulthar.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not exactly sure, but if I know Cersei, what I've gleaned from him so far, he might have an endgame his own.
An Avengers Endgame?
An endgame all his own, sorry.
Oh.
Sponsor us, Marvel.
I guess if I were you, it might be worth considering that it could be an alternative path through the Dreamlands.
Oh.
One maybe the filler of space might not expect. It's a theory.
A game theory.
Thanks for watching.
Do you think Cert's Mini Mints is trying to get away out from under the control of the eyeball guy?
His name is Bugshosh, dear.
His name is Bud Rod.
Bugsy?
No.
Oh.
Bugsy Shosh? What?
Too soon.
Yeah, that Bugshosh guy, he's a real wily kind of guy. He's always looking for a way out into the world, He's still got his many eyes fixed on you, Rocky. And his patience is wearing thin, but I guess you knew that already.
Yes, I have a tendency to do that to people. It's
What
an
do you think-
Arroyo thing. My brother does it really well, too.
What do you think Cersei is planning?
I'm not real sure. Like, he's a super nice guy, right? I mean, he kind of, looks and acts like, well, I don't know. I feel kind of bad for him, to be honest, because he's really just kind of a meat puppet for the filler of space. But I really like how he dresses. Kind of dapper. You should know. I mean, right, ladies? Very formal. Do you think he's single?
One way to find out.
How's
We
that?
can ask. Put in a word for you next time we see him.
Oh, would you? Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, if we all get through this somehow, I mean, I'm stuck here for now, but maybe when he comes back around, that'd be kind of nice.
So I'm
Hey.
just gonna go ahead and take this gem now.
Oh, sure.
That's
And
all
she
right.
hands you Clyde's head. Here you go. Although, I will say, the gem is going to, like I said, get you hopping from portal to portal.
Mhm.
And in each of those locations, you're going to have to
Relive it.
find a gem, right? That's what you've been doing,
Yeah.
right?
Do you know any other way out of here without
Well-
touching it?
Clyde said that he told me a little something. That he actually sank this bronze marble in the septic tank.
Oh.
He referred to it as like a skeleton key, and he said it might open pathways through the territory of id, whatever that means. And
Software? The guys who make Doom?
he made me promise never to retrieve it.
What would happen if you
But
retrieved
you
it?
could.
Yeah,
Well,
so
I
I
can't.
took
He
a
made
look
me
in the
promise.
septic tank earlier. You know what's in it? Last time we were here, it was empty, so it was a bit of a surprise to see it full of
I think
whatever
he
that
did
goo
that
is.
to protect
Yeah.
the key.
That makes
Skeleton key.
sense.
Yeah.
I'd do the same.
Is there anything in the fluid that's in there?
The fluid,
Under the water, under the whatever that is?
other than the marble?
Right.
I don't know. What do you mean?
Like,
Did
if
he
we
set-
jump in there, we're not going to be eaten by extra dimensional piranhas or anything.
God, I hope not.
As long as they're not in 3D, I think we're okay.
Honestly, I
What
couldn't
if they're
tell you
But if
because
they're in-
double D?
I was just about to make that
Right.
joke.
I mean, he made me promise never to go in there, so I really can't help you with that. I'm sorry.
Did he ever make you promise not to cut his head off?
He never actually said that, so
No?
fair game.
I
mean,
guess so.
She's technically correct, which is the best kind of correct.
I
That is
mean,
true.
Not in the vows.
He's he'll be back shortly. We all are.
Right.
But he kind of had it coming, and occasionally I lose my temper.
He
Yeah,
had
it's
it
perfectly
coming.
understandable.
He's honestly had a
Flip
long
shits.
go at being like this right now.
Mm-hmm.
And Rocky came back way faster.
Well, he's a viral man. I mean, or virile too.
Yeah, he's a viral
viral.
man.
He's viral and virile. You know what I'm saying?
And pussy.
Pussy.
Well, should we go check out the septic tank? I hate that I just said that.
Yeah, it was nice catching up, and thanks
Oh,
for the
yeah,
the
anytime.
guy.
You know where to
Thanks for
find
the
me.
head start. Sorry.
That's a good one.
High fives all around.
Squish. Oh, that
We
was
all
her.
just jump into the air and freeze right as we high five. The credits start
I
rolling.
can't get down. I'm gonna start backing away. Thank you for your
Oh,
help.
nice to meet you, Pippa.
Nice to meet you.
You
I'll
know,
put a
watch-
word in
watch
for
out
you.
these two guys, they're wild cards. So
Oh, trust me, I've learned that the hard way. Playing
I'll see you
cribbage.
around.
all right,
I'll
right.
see you around,
See ya.
Marlene. Thanks
Yes,
for
it was
the guy.
lovely meeting up. Glad we could catch up.
Next time we should grab a bite. I'm kidding. I kid.
You and your jokes.
You'll have to leave some for us next time.
Jokes?
And
Yes.
as you walk away from the clearing back towards the cabin, you see she's waving in the moonlight, her elongated arms just flapping like branches in a breeze. And then you see her hulking shadow go over and retrieve the headless body of her husband and drag it into the den.
Why don't
Yeah,
you
that
give
went
her
in a
any
completely
kisses?
unexpected direction.
Can't give kisses. You have the head.
Not to him. Rocky could have gotten a girlfriend. She's recently single.
What a nice lady, Krusty says.
I'm not swimming in this ichor. I have the head.
Let's see. I have 20 in swim. Anybody else?
I have 20 in swim.
I have 0 in swim.
Mm-hmm.
20. I have 20.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
I guess we're gonna have to roll for
I
it
have
to see
0
who goes
plus
in.
20.
Everybody
paper,
roll a
scissors?
D100 and see
How
who's
about, hold
going
on,
in.
guys. How about we let Jeremy tell us that we need to roll swim?
Yeah, swimming will be involved.
What about sinking? I'm better at that.
Roll for sink. And then you gotta
Kitchen?
swim back out.
Or otherwise.
Okay.
So you're standing in front of the hatch, looking down at the tepid water.
Mm.
You know, I'm
Roy
getting
has a
the
head in his
sinking
hand.
feeling that the septic tank is probably going to end up being deeper than a septic tank.
I hate to be callous, but aren't you immortal?
Well, not
So are you.
technically.
Push him in. Push.
See, I'm running on a clock thing here. I only have so many, and every time I die, I kind of get a little bit closer to losing.
Well, I'm
Well,
running on
me.
empty, okay?
Fine. Is there a rope around here somewhere?
Give me a
I'm
I
look.
gonna
don't
start-
remember one.
Do it.
I needed a 43. I rolled a 74. That's a failure.
Yeah. So you look around and don't really see anything that could be used as a rope.
I say we do a quick search. The cabin, maybe try to get into the. Oh wait, the shed we did get into, correct? The deer was in
Yeah, there's just the
Okay.
deer carcass.
there. Yep, my bad. Should we go do a thorough search of the cabin just to make sure we're not missing anything? that can
Did you
help
find
us.
any grenades, Rocky?
No, unfortunately not.
Oh yeah, you didn't look. You just killed yourself. I forgot.
I'm gonna start walking back to the cabin.
As soon as you turn around and start and look at the cabin, you
Uh-huh.
notice that the front door is complete white light.
Ah, okay.
So no rope.
Look, if you guys leave the lights on, our
No
bill's
rope.
gonna be outrageous.
The front door of the cabin is now a portal to the next location. You're all very cognizant of what's happening for that part.
Yeah,
And as you know, it is the gem which will
allow you to pass.
which has activated it. And yes, the
Yeah.
gem is what will the gem needs to go through first, and then
Well,
it actually doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who goes through first.
I'll throw it in.
Right,
Don't
right.
worry. I'll keep that
True.
for you.
What about a branch, a tree
go
branch?
for the 3.
Is there a long branch around here? I'm gonna go to the edge of the woods and see if I can just find like something that's.
All right, what's everybody else doing? Well, she's looking for a long branch.
I'm going to start taking off.
He dives in. Bloop.
Yep. Take off my suit jacket and my tie and my shoes and my socks.
And your pants.
And I'm making the head say funny things.
Like what?
Like, man, what's a guy gotta do to get a body around here? And other equally whimsical things that a head would say.
I grab the head and go, I ain't got nobody. And I throw it back at him.
That's funnier.
Disgusted by the blood.
And as you do, the gem falls out of the neck stump.
Oh, you got better keister that.
And I'll pick it up and
You
pocket it.
just
Don't
stick
touch
it
it.
way up in there, Morty.
All right, so Roy has the gem in his pocket, and Rocky's doing a strip show.
Mm-hmm.
Right, Obsidian, yeah. And
I start throwing
You gonna pick
tunies
the
at him.
song?
And the head's jaw
and-
drops open.
the head goes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so basically what you're looking for is, I guess, a long branch that you could use to lower Rocky down.
Right,
He's gonna
that he
sort of
could-
climb it down.
Or he could at least hold on to get down into it, and then I could leave it submerged so he knows. I'm assuming it's going to be a deeper dive, but he knows where to reach for when he comes back up, and then we can pull once we feel a tug.
Reach around and a tug.
Yeah, yeah.
Got
Yeah.
it. Cool, got it.
Everybody's going.
So yeah, I don't
around.
think it's out of the. Yeah, you can find something easily.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. I find a little twig about this.
There you go, buddy.
I can't
6
get in
inches?
there.
So Pippa returns from the forest, dragging this massive branch behind her.
Mm-hmm.
It's a branch.
Oh, help.
I mean, that. I'll take anything at this point, honestly.
Well, let's do it. So I'm going to have Roy help me. Actually, Roy and Rocky help me get it to the edge because I have to stand far away
Sure.
and lift it and kind of lift the log as we walk toward, or the stick as we walk towards it, so it goes down into the tank.
Okay. Yep.
I'm gonna pay close attention to see if it bottoms out or not.
Yeah, it
the stick.
absolutely does. Yep. You guesstimate that it's probably in the neighborhood of, I'm going to say, no more than 15 feet deep.
Nice.
It is rather long and large, though, so I think
Mhm.
it's
Hey,
right, baby. I think we said previously that it was in the neighborhood of like 40 feet long.
Right. At least he knows the depth, though.
Yeah.
You know.
Yep. So
Yeah.
you've got a general idea of what the
Mm-hmm.
dimensions are, and it, like we said, it's completely full of water.
40
so-
feet.
And just to help him so he doesn't panic while he's underwater,
Mhm.
Roy and I are going to constantly knock in different spots on the tank. So it echoes down in there and he gets really confused.
Nice. Lovely. I like it.
And I'm gonna drop like M80s down into it.
Nice.
Just shut the lid. JK.
All right, Rocky, go ahead.
I'm hopefully going to live to regret this.
If
Please
you
be
don't,
careful.
you will again.
I don't even
I
know if
guess it
she's
depends on
telling
where
the
I set my
truth.
respawn point. I need to put a bed down, and I need to sleep, and there can't be any monsters in the area.
Get out of your
And we
ship
all
and
have
then
to
get
sleep
back in.
because we're on the same server. It's a Christian Minecraft server, by the way. Well, wish me luck. And I'm just going to take a little hop and, I guess, pencil dive into the septic tank feet first.
All right.
He
And
hits his head on the edge.
the water is quite cold.
Shrinkage.
So, yeah, there's a bit of shrinkage right off the bat. And your skin is
I'm a grower, not a shower.
prickly like goose flesh, like turkey flesh. And yeah, so you're basically going to have to root around and try to find this dang thing. So the first thing is swim. So you're gonna need a successful swim and spot hidden in order to find this thing. So why don't we begin with swim?
How many tries does he get?
I needed a 20. I rolled a 31. That's a failure.
Mm-hmm. And would you
Pretty
like
close,
to let
though.
that stand?
How's
Because
your
I do
spot
have
hidden?
my spot hidden's not bad. It's a 66, but
Okay, it's worth it to try then.
because I have my mini planchette, which will change a roll,
Right.
but I'm not sure if this is. It's that balancing act of like, yeah, is it worth it, or is there going to be something bigger down the line?
Yeah,
I'm
but
the
what
kind
if
of
there
person
never
that
is
like
and then it
hoards
ends
health. Yeah, see, that's the problem. Is I'm the kind of person that like hoards health potions
and
and
then
any other kind of
dies?
potions in games and then dies because, well, I might need it later, and there might be something later, and I end up with 600 health potions in Skyrim, and it's not.
I would just use it and get it out of the way.
Well, consider too, like you do have a choice here. So you're either going to continue using the gems as you have been doing and retrieving them each thing, or potentially the skeleton key that Marlene Bowman told you about.
Could go anywhere we want.
Will not require you to have to find those gems.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So
Door to door to door.
Am I the only one that understood that the first time he said it?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Problem with that?
Yeah, I do.
All right. I'm gonna
stick
use
out.
my. I'm gonna use my mini planchette mulligan to fix that roll.
okay, so you can change any. So you change your fail to a success, right?
To an extreme success.
To a normal success. It goes one click.
Oh.
Now you will need a spot hidden in order to find.
Fumble.
And that's when the
Shut up,
keeper says
Gabe.
it has to be an extreme.
I needed a 66. I rolled a
Nice.
25. That's a hard success.
Excellent. Okay.
I don't think he's coming back. Let's just shut it up and get out of here.
The hatch closes. But the damn branches in the way. Oh, dang it. So, yeah, you quickly dive to the bottom, knowing that the marble will probably be at the nadir
Right.
of the
Where
septic tank. So along the bottom, so you quickly skim and paddle along the bottom, feeling for any anomalies. And almost immediately, your hand grasps something round, but it's flat. It's almost, is it a coin? No, it's a gas can cap. And you're like, what the hell? And you flip it through the murky water, and underneath the gas cap was the marble.
Nice.
And you can feel a little bit of heat radiating off it. And in this cold environment, that's almost as good as a magnet.
Mm.
And you scoop it up quickly and push
Keister
off
it.
the bottom and surface quickly back in almost no time flat. And Roy and Pippa
I think I found it.
Roy and Pippa see something emerge from the hatch, which is just drenched in this black, oily, gas-smelling fluid. It looks vaguely like Rocky.
Are you okay? I run up and put my hand out to try to help pull Rocky out.
Yep. I got it. I'm gonna hold up the marble.
Roy's doing a homemade Sudoku.
Don't coddle him.
Damn it, I can't figure the answers out. You made it, Roy.
They don't tell you where to put the numbers to start one.
All right. So you hop out of the septic tank and get dried off best you can and put your suit back on. And who's got the marble?
I do.
All right. So you are now in possession of a bronzed-hued skeleton key of sorts. This allows passage through the portals without need of a gemstone. And as a matter of fact, just a little behind inside baseball, as long as you have this thing, the new locations will not be populated with a gemstone, so don't bother looking for one.
Oh, nice.
Okay? And as a matter of fact, now that you possess one, the one in Roy's pocket disappears.
Oh. Your
Want to
ball
see a
just
magic
gone.
trick? And it's gone.
But also,
Hey guys, my pocket just got lighter.
you got a lighter in your pocket?
Now the other players know. The other characters know now.
Nice.
Good.
One last benefit. This is very important, Rocky. The possessor is imbued with enhanced luck.
Ooh.
You add 15 temporary points.
Holy crap.
Once the 15 points have been deducted, the marble shatters and becomes useless.
Oh, don't use any luck.
That would bring me to a whole 25 if I had it.
Oh, well, you don't, so don't think about it too hard.
Huh?
I don't want it.
Gotta
It
be
would
quicker
be
than that.
useless. I would still fail every roll.
All right.
What are you at now?
10.
Rocky, what are you at?
57.
Holy schnitz. Wow, that's awesome sauce.
So
Cheater.
the 15 points will come off the top, so...
Right.
It's weird
don't-
how he started his character with 184 luck.
Isn't that weird?
Hey, look, the dice rolled the way the dice
Weird.
rolled.
That's weird.
And now that you're out in the cold evening air of Wisconsin, you see all around the property that the tall pines are swaying and rustling as if in call and response to an unseen force.
Let's collect, though.
My
Pick up. I'm in jail.
And of course, the front cabin door is still blindingly brilliant.
Well, now that we have this, I guess we can continue on. No more worrying about gemstones or things trying to kill us.
Alright, let's go find Xerxes.
Hopefully the next place is a little bit warmer. I mean, Wisconsin isn't exactly...
Rocky,
Wisconsin. Yes.
put that somewhere safe, please.
I'm going to keister it.
You should keister it.
Swallow it.
It's nature's pocket.
You could put it
I was
in my
thinking
pal's-
swallow it too, actually. Because it'd be at least a day before you pass it.
You can put it in my pal's neck here.
Are you really insisting that you take that with us? Because
I like him.
He's my buddy.
it's a head.
Hey, guys.
He understands me.
This is why I can't take you anywhere. Come on, and I'm going to start
You can't
walking
take
towards
me
the
anywhere
door.
because I don't go with you because you're boring.
Come on, and I'm going to keep
Okay.
walking towards the door.
All right. So Rocky enters the portal.
Yeah, I follow.
Should we go, pal? Yes, we should. Okay. And I'll follow.
Gradually, the blinding luminescence fades, and you find yourself lying flat, staring up into the gloom at exposed water pipes, electrical conduits, and ductwork mounted to a poured concrete ceiling. It smells of dust, decay, and neglect.
Oh, no.
Carefully, you sit up. You're in a medium-sized chamber lit by a barely pulsing battery-operated exit sign above the only door in the northeast corner. To the left of that, taking up most of the wall, is a large window, beyond which is impenetrable blackness. In the dim reflection, you see your companions beginning to stir as well. Each of you is reclining on a stainless steel gurney fitted with neck braces and drainage holes. Autopsy tables. A quick check beneath your hand confirms a dark stain that is tacky to the touch. Mounted to the east wall is a metal placard. You strain your eyes in the crimson-tinged dimness to read it, aided by the exit sign's heartbeat illumination. The placard reads, Winoka Point Research Center, Testing Room 2. Please remember to wash your hands. And I'm going to go ahead and change the map in roll 20.
How dare you, sir?
Too soon. Too soon.
Gone but not forgotten.
There you go. In the lower left of this map, you'll see I have revealed the room that you're in.
That's no room.
That's no room.
I'll sort of
Obviously-
struggle.
Okay. And you notice Clyde is gone.
No, he's just tied to a different table.
Okay, we'll say that. Sure, why not? He's on his own table.
Is
Guys.
he strapped down?
Everyone okay?
Where's Clyde? You guys see him?
What is
No, and I
happening?
don't care to. Ah,
Rocky, what is this place?
welcome to the Winoka Point Research Station.
Are there monsters?
No, there were last time we were here.
And
Well,
there
that's
are
what
again.
I meant.
Pippa, I remember the monsters.
Oh no.
This is where you got my associate killed, remember?
I did nothing wrong here.
You and your damn copy machines.
Those were worth a fortune.
Guys, I think 90% of the
Callbacks.
time you're talking in code because I have no idea what you're talking about.
Which part?
Yes.
The copy machines or the monsters?
Yes. Are there monsters here now? Do you think that we're in danger?
Probably not.
Other than being strapped to an autopsy table.
You're
That's not the
you're not
first
strapped,
time.
by the way.
Oh, okay. Sorry. My back feels great. Oh,
Oh, see, I also thought we were strapped down.
I did too. Okay, so I'm going to swing my legs off the edge and hop off the table, quiet as I can.
Okay.
And I'll
Yeah.
sit up.
Roll for stealth?
Shush.
Funny you should say that.
Damn it, Randy.
I'll sit up and look around.
I mean, roll for psychology?
And so yeah, you're basically in a nice room that's about I think that's about 30 by 50 thereabouts. Door in the northeast corner, and dark window in the north wall.
I'll pick Clyde up.
And he's as compliant as ever.
He's a good friend like that.
Nice.
Nope.
So I think we'll be all right because so in my memories, as I'm sure you noticed, everyone loves me, and Marlene loved me. So
That'd be everyone.
I'm thinking that if there are monsters, they'll obviously like me.
Do you remember
Well, if we
how to
run
get
into
out?
anything, I'll be sure to shove you out in front.
I will say that there's one person I don't remember liking me, but I'm sure we'll be okay.
Rocky, don't you have the stone,
Marble?
the pearl thing? Yeah.
Yes, I still have it, so we're just looking
where's-
for another glowing door.
Okay. So it should activate, right? Since when
Yes,
you find the
from what-
gems, it activates. So
Yes, but this is basically like all the gems put into one. It opens all of the
Right.
portals. So we just need to find said portal somewhere in this
Okay.
facility.
Surely it'll just be in the hallway outside of the door that we are in.
oh,
now.
good. And then we'll move on.
We're going to walk up to the door and kind of very slowly push on it, just enough to get an eyeball out and see what's
I'm-
outside.
I'm gonna slyly walk over to the window, staying back from it, and just kind of sheepishly peer through the window to see if I can make out anything.
Sure. Okay. Roy, you doing anything unusual?
I'll hang back
Cool,
behind them.
I'm going to go ahead and reveal the next room since Rocky is peeking through. There you go. So,
Oh, great, a beholder.
Rocky, you see what appears to be some sort of observation room. You can see Pippa looking through the one-way mirror, vainly trying to see through, but you can see her.
I'm gonna walk up to the glass and just go dun 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 dun.
You gonna make that sound, or are you gonna knock on the window?
I'm not gonna. You get the idea.
I stumble back, and then I stumble for you. Sorry, my phone vibrated. I apologize.
And you hear Rocky
God damn it.
giggling.
We're gonna have to scrap the whole goddamn episode and
All
start
right.
over. Everyone back to page 1 of your scripts.
Welcome to the Lovecraft Tapes.
I like
Big butts and you
introduce me
cannot lie.
again.
Before we go too much further, who has the worst stealth?
Stealth?
Oh, my-
32.
60,000.
Let's see.
1,000.
I lost it. 62. Weird. That's weird.
So Rocky, you will be the weakest link here,
Yep.
most likely.
Nice.
So go ahead and roll stealth right now. Why not?
Cool. I needed a 32. I rolled an 8. That's a hard success.
Nicely done.
You've doomed us. We're all rolling it?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
Oh, this room seems empty enough. Some sort of observation room, it seems.
Why
And-
are you
and it-
clinking two pans together?
And there is a door in the east wall.
Well, I did the last one, so who's next?
I got it.
So Roy walks into the observation room and has a real sense of deja vu because I'm pretty sure you've been down this way before. Rocky hasn't, and Pippa sure hasn't, but you have some general feelings of familiarity here.
Copy machine.
Yeah,
Copy machine.
but I'm kind of over it all at this point. I'm really kind of
But there's
jaded
two
towards
pink
this
ones
whole
this time.
situation and just
Right?
trying to get through it all.
All right, so you go to the eastern door and peek through. So we'll go ahead and reveal.
Get poked in the eye with a stick. The stick from the septic tank.
It's a big stick.
Big stick.
Yeah.
There you go.
Ooh.
Well, you know what they say about walking softly.
I don't
So-
ever walk softly.
This appears to be some sort of storage area. The eastern part of this massive chamber is a series of shelves. Looks like some old lab equipment has been stored here once upon a time. Lots of dust and broken test tubes and that sort of thing littered everywhere.
What stores is it? Like a Walgreens?
Walgreens, yeah. Well, I was thinking like Costco, honestly.
Okay. That's big.
Sam's Club.
It's pretty big. And there are there's double
Sponsor
doors.
us, someone, please.
Anybody? There are double doors in the far east wall. Excuse me. And then to the north are a couple archways. And these archways, some are larger than others. You assume you see a couple pallet jacks around. So probably to move equipment through into another area that you can't quite see to the north.
Copy machine.
Copy machine factory. Yeah.
Copy machine.
Fuck to me.
I'd copy me.
I'd copy me.
Guys, it's fine. It's the storage area.
All right.
You remember any of this yet?
I remember all of it. I'm a genius.
I'm
There's
sticking
some
close
stuff
to
in here
Roy.
that I kind of feeling like might be worth grabbing, though.
Not again.
I mean, I understand that Clyde is a little bit different than a copy machine, but he did come through the portal with us.
Special someone.
Oh.
Or part of someone.
Hope his wife doesn't miss him.
Marlene likes me. She'll be alright. So, Pip, you want to grab an end on this? I'll walk over towards the copies.
Well, we'll say there's no copiers here in the storage area. I don't think.
Okay.
But there is
So
the
I was
floor
suc-
jack, right?
So you're
Is that
saying
what
I
it
was
was?
successful the first time?
Yeah.
Is that a hand cart or a floor jack?
Floor jack.
Nice. You know you can ride those, right?
Yeah,
Sure.
we're going to.
Been there, done that.
Yes, I have to.
That floor jack could be useful for getting through.
That's true. Everybody on. 3.
You two are going to get yourselves killed.
How? Cite
When?
how.
When?
You shot yourself in the head and
Tell
you
me
didn't
when.
get killed.
Well, yes, because I'm me. You can't
Why?
do that.
Tell me
Oh, we
why.
can't play with a floor jack.
Ain't nothing but a heartache.
Fun
He's lost
police.
it.
Fun
Roy,
police.
he's lost it.
And on
Fun,
that
please.
on that note, how about a stealth roll, Rocky?
Oh, man. You
You're
just had to bring
dancing
up
for
Backstreet
me.
You
Boys.
suck. You suck.
I needed a 30 toll. I rolled a 19. That's a success.
So far, so good.
You need a
Nice.
30 toll.
Yeah. Pay the toll.
It's the same as a GMAT.
Yeah. GMAT unit.
I'm a gamet.
All
All
right,
right.
Pippa, your turn. Find a door.
Well, I've never been here. I'm just pointing that out.
Neither is Rocky.
What should we go through the archways, which is
Okay,
not a
true.
door, or should I go all the way across the entire room and go to the double doors?
Well, double doors is 2
Your
doors.
choice.
Ladies'
Okay,
choice. It's
I see.
ladies' night.
Since we're right here, why don't we just peer in through the archways? And if that looks like a dead end, then we can go to the double doors. Is that cool?
Sure.
All right. So I'm going to walk over to this the first archway.
Okay.
I can't tell if the blue is the archway or the white, but in that general area. And I'll
White is wall.
Okay.
Blue is
Anywhere.
open
Here's
floor.
a white wall.
Got it. I will anyway, here's whiter wall. Oh. I will peer through the closest archway to me.
Yep.
Into that next
I
area.
think Jack did the exact same thing.
I do remember this. I mean, Jack remembers this. I mean,
So you see a rather large laboratory area. Some desks, some Bunsen burners, lab tables, that sort of thing. Looks like a bunch of experimentation might have gone on in here at one point. There is another door to the west, and there is a closed door to the far east as well. And since Pippa is doing this, why don't you give me a stealth roll?
I'm good.
Since you're just peeking.
I had my eyes covered so nobody can see me.
Peking duck.
That tastes good. Oh, I needed a 60. I rolled a 95. That's a fail.
Jeremy, reverse spend the luck and make him fumble.
So Pippa is leaning
push
through
it.
the archway
Mm-hmm.
and glancing around as best she can.
Right.
We'll say that the only source of light in this entire place is going to be those exit signs above each door. How's that?
Oh, okay. I like that.
So if you want a bit more light for searching, you'll have to use whatever's on your person to do that.
Okay,
But just peeking through to get a general sense of what the area is fine in this case.
Okay.
So Pippa narrows her eyes, her pupils enlarge, letting in what little light there is from the 2 exit signs in this room that pulse with a red glow. And as you take in this unsettling milieu, the shrouded tables, the dark promise of failed experiments, an albino spider the size of a softball skitters across your foot. I need you to roll sanity, please.
Why? This is softball.
Homina, 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 homina.
I needed
Like
a 62.
Scoob.
I rolled a 65.
So
That's a fail.
you will take
Roll,
1
Ripper.
point of sanity damage.
Okay.
And just please describe your involuntary reaction. Exactly right, Obsidian.
It is right.
It's left.
And focus. I got to get better lighting, I know. I freeze solid. Like I cannot physically move.
Elixir?
Yep. Who does? Who licks me? And I try to scream, but all that comes out of me is and my eyes are darting back and forth, and the sweat is pouring off of my brow into my open mouth, and I drown to death.
But what a way to go. Am I right?
No respect.
No respect. All right. So the Roy and Rocky, you're glancing around in the storeroom, not paying too much attention to Pippa as she just quickly peeks through one of the archways. And after a few moments, you're like, what is she doing? She hasn't moved an inch.
And I'll pull her back.
And as soon as you clamp on your hand onto her shoulder,
Clamp on.
she stumbles backward into your arms and starts clutching at you.
I'm never gonna dance again. Guilty feet have got no rhythm.
What? What happened?
Karaoke happened.
There was a pigment challenged spider size of a softball ran across my feet.
A spider?
It was white as a sheet
Oh, sheet.
A KKK spider?
with no fur, no hair.
Well, I mean,
no.
spiders aren't.
What do spiders have? They have hair, right?
Yeah, it's like hair.
Yeah.
I'm sure some
Extensions.
nerd's gonna come at us in the comments and say it isn't, but
It was bald.
Just like you.
that's what
Alopecia?
albinos usually. Albino with alopecia. Do they have red eyes too?
It happened so fast. I froze solid and I couldn't even speak. All I could do was
Flipper?
Just remember, Pippa, that you chose the archway. So let's hit the double doors.
I'm not hitting anything. You guys are
It's
going through
Clyde's
everything
turn.
from now on. It's Clyde's turn.
Yep. Nope. Send Clyde through the double doors.
What are
I
his
know.
stats, Keeper?
Immortal.
Roll for stealth. Rolls for stealth.
Damn racist
Get it?
spider.
Rolls the head.
Rolls
First
the
thing
head.
get it is head rolls for stealth.
Nice.
But that's
All right. So what I heard was you're going to head towards the double doors
Wait.
here.
I was gonna say I can do that a little better, but I won't.
Ping, ping, ping. That's where you're going, right? Okay, got it. Thank
Yep.
you.
Yes.
Got it. Reveal. Okay, so
Yes.
the door is a bit stiff, and it opens with a loud screech, clearly rusted from disuse. And beyond, you see what I shall reveal to you.
I'll stick Clyde's head through it.
Oh,
Be
just be
like-
careful, Roy. We don't want Clyde getting in over his head.
That's not funny. That's not funny, Matt. That's not funny, Rocky.
So Clyde reports that he sees what appears to be some sort of lobby area. Lobby boy. And so there's an arch to the north that leads into another darkened space. But more importantly, there is a elevator. And the doors are open partially. Probably enough for someone to squeeze through.
Rocky, your turn. You hit the rotation.
Gonna take a step through the double doors towards the elevator, I guess.
Cool. Give me a stealth roll, please.
I needed a 32. I rolled a 30. That's a success.
What?
So
I have a 60 in stealth and a failed.
So good.
I can't wait till Rocky fails his 94 shooting skill and
It's
Malfunction.
gonna be great.
Anything can happen, guys. So yeah,
Yeah.
you walk in and see that indeed a quick glance through the doors, the elevator doors, shows you that the car is not on this level. But
Get
you
on
would
my
need
level.
to step into the elevator shaft, which this is the bottom of the elevator shaft, by the way. So this is
Oh.
the ground floor, so to speak, of the elevator shaft. It only goes up from here.
Hey guys, good news. It only goes up from here.
What does? What only goes up from here? Your shaft?
Shut your mouth.
Oh.
And straight.
Damn straight. So yeah, but
Elevator
you would need to
shaft.
take a peek in there a bit closer to see if the car is still there and where it's at and so forth. How far up it even
And-
goes.
Oh boy. I'm gonna pull my phone out and turn the flashlight on and shine it up and just kind of swivel around and see if I can't find where the actual elevator car is.
As soon as I see him do that, I face palm and pull my phone out and turn the flashlight on.
Facepalm.
Like, my
how do your guys' phones have flashlights on them?
Fancy.
No,
So
mine has
fancy.
a flashlight.
So it looks as if the car is above you, and it is up what would be a normal floor. So what, 20, 30 feet, something like that? Maybe a little higher than that.
A little less than that if it's a
Little less than
normal
that.
floor.
It's a
15.
governmental barracks, so
Right.
let's just
15.
say 30 feet. Okay.
Jeez.
So it is, but because it's actually slightly above where the other doors are. So you can see the bottom of the car above you. And you can see also that the doors to the next level up there are also pried open.
Oh,
But
okay.
because the car is above it, it's just enough where you would be able to squeeze up underneath the car and into that next floor.
Just enough for decapitation.
Yeah, potentially. But that's what you see.
Seen
Rocky.
Final Destination. I know what
Yeah.
happens.
What's even worse though is it appears that there is no access ladder built into the walls of the
come
shaft,
on.
and there is no cable extending down this far. It appears to be one of those types that attaches to the top of the cable and recoils as it goes up. It doesn't go all the way to the bottom.
So it's just a smooth, large shaft.
Essentially, yeah. You could probably figure out a way to climb up the shaft if you use footholds and so forth, but you know how that goes. It's gonna be a climb for
Mhm.
somebody. Whoever has a great climb.
I have 20.
I have 20.
I have 900. I'm sure I don't have anything good. 40. It's actually double your loser scores.
Well, looks like the elevator car is trapped 1-ish floors above us. I can see the doors are open. So I guess theoretically, if someone wants to try and climb up, they might be able to squeeze through and see what's on the next floor up.
Do we know that the exit, the bright light exit isn't on this floor? Shouldn't we check everywhere before we move on? What if we go all the way up there and then it was down here the whole time?
Coming down's easier than going up.
But it'd take longer?
And
We could
Rocky,
I mean, there might also be stairs somewhere. Just a
Yeah.
thought.
Yeah, you'd think. But if there's a fire in this building, you can't take the elevator. Federal law.
and Roy remembers quite clearly entering this facility on the top level next to the reception desk. Remember that? So you know
Yeah.
that there is a front door to this place.
Right.
Security control.
And see, I'm just talking
entrance.
because I don't know that.
No, I'm reminding Roy.
Right.
I'm assuming we're gonna
Roy
have
has
to.
his memory.
Yeah. I'm assuming we'll have to get through the whole building. So we gotta go up.
You think the exit is probably the actual exit?
It's a dungeon crawl. They don't put the exit at the
Oh.
beginning.
Where's the beer?
Roy could probably even say something to the effect like, "I've been here before."
I think
Okay.
I remember there
Hold
being
on.
stairs right next
Shut
to
up.
me.
Shut up, shut up. I've been here before. Like that?
Yeah, that was pretty good.
It's pretty good.
So where if you were here before, where are the stairs at?
I don't remember. I didn't do it all. I was kind of occupied
Occupado. With what?
making millions of dollars.
Printing your own money?
Copying, some could say.
Oh, snap.
To the
Well, I
$1 bills. Nobody ever expects the $1 bills.
I guess if that's the only way we can go, I can try climbing up.
You got it. You were an amateur rock climber, I remember you said once.
Yeah. Just won nationals. I guess I'm amateur. How do I go about climbing a wall that has
I thought you said you were armature.
Amateur.
no footholds or
Look
anything?
at me. I'm mature. As I
Just
said,
remember-
as I said a
Yeah.
minute ago, there you could probably try to find some toe holds in the surface as you go up.
Okay.
So yeah, basically it's just like climbing a wall.
A
You
ladder.
could probably even use
Escalator.
like the corners to try to give yourself a little bit of leverage that way.
All right.
But since you have a 40 in climb, I mean, you're relatively adept at this.
Right.
Better than a normal person.
Mm-hmm.
So
Normies.
yeah,
Just
it's going to
remember,
require
Pippa.
a normal climb from you
Okay.
Goddamn
to
normies.
get up.
I've been-
Are
I've
you
been
guys going to
rolling
do
pretty
anything
good
while
tonight,
she? How are you guys going to be staged as she is climbing up?
Offering words of wisdom.
Let it be.
Rocky?
No.
It's a musical show tonight.
I'm just gonna stand back and watch and make sure nothing goes wrong. Don't worry, I'm supervising.
Can someone catch me if I fall?
No, because remember, if you die, nothing
Oh no, that's
happens.
on Clyde. Clyde will catch you. It's fine.
Oh, that's right.
It's
I just
Clyde.
have to go find my stuff and put my armor back on. Okay, cool.
Yep.
All right, I'm gonna let me see if I can find. Oh, yeah, I can get a grip right here. I grab the first grip and I yank myself and fly straight up with arms down, shoulders up. No, I
Rocket Man.
needed a 40. I rolled a 2, which is an extreme for climb.
So
Extreme.
Clyde watches with open mouth in utter shock as, like a spider monkey, Pippa clambers
Albino
up the
spider
elevator
monkey.
shaft and
Spider Pippa. Spider
disappears through the doors above.
See ya, loser.
And there's a couple minutes while Rocky's shining the light above where you hear
Screams.
the elevator car start creaking slightly.
Nice.
Oh God, get out of the way.
And then a coil of rope is thrown through the gap in the doors from above and extends down. And you see Pippa lean through and say,
Come on, guys. Let's get the hell out of here.
I'll climb the rope.
Oh,
I'll wait for Roy to go up before I climb up.
all right, yeah, you're fine. So, Roy, all I'm gonna make you do, since you have Clyde, just don't fumble a climb roll. That's all. Go ahead and roll a climb,
Fumble
but
it.
don't fumble it. Whatever
Fumble
you do.
it. Fumble it. Come
I
on.
wasted
Wow.
a hard success on it. I needed a 20. I got a 10.
Check that box.
Nice.
I know.
So, with almost as much grace, despite hefting Clyde's head, Roy also ascends with no issues.
Grabs with one hand and just goes up the rope.
And Rocky follows. No need to roll. You're fine.
Okay.
Nice.
And
Make it not
you make your
fumble.
way up and into the second floor. So go ahead and put you there. We'll move you to Winoka level 2.
Level up.
Leveling up.
Oh God, it's dark in here.
So dark. So dark, you guys.
I can't see. I can't see.
All right. So boom. Boom.
You guys hear that?
Boom. Boom.
Boom,
I
boom,
think that
boom.
should be it.
I'm
So
making boom boom.
make it boom boom, guys. So
I like
you
this
enter into another lobby area, and this one has a door, actually a stairwell to the southwest corner, which leads up. And to the north, on the north side of the wall, there is double doors leading into who knows where.
Person that drew this knows where.
Yep. And Rocky, I'll need you to make a stealth roll, please.
I needed a 32. I rolled a 15. That's a hard success.
The fuck is going on?
Poor keeper.
Ding bastard.
Oh,
Such a
Jeremy,
kid.
you have that button pushed for him instead of you.
I
This
get.
time.
Oh shit! Oh, I reprogrammed it. Oopsies.
Fumble? What?
So
I'll fumble
Rocky,
for
Roy,
ya.
and Clyde join Pippa, who is looking, just
Athletically.
athletic. Yeah, not even breathing hard. Nothing.
I'm looking in that one-way mirror, flexing my tricep.
Off in the corner doing some stretches.
And the elevator obviously is out of commission.
Mm-hmm.
Clearly, like the car has been stuck there for quite some time.
It's a
And
Civic.
yeah, and it's partially.
I think it's a clue, guys.
open.
We should check out the elevator.
Yeah, definitely climb inside the elevator and jump hard as you can.
People don't know this. If you hit the button 100 times, it resets it.
And you get a free cola.
Oh, wow.
And you go into God mode.
Yep.
I'll start hitting the button real quick.
Right?
I know there's stairs, so let's hit the stairs. No point in being here anymore.
Okay.
No point. All right.
Winoka Point being here.
So the stairwell
funny.
it's an open stairwell. So you can kind of see up above where it enters into another
Ah,
level, and we'll go ahead and switch you there.
Oh God, I
And-
can't see again.
Still can't see.
this phone
Why is it
battery's
so dark
dying.
every time we go up a level?
Because you're leveling up.
'Cause
And
render
you enter
distance.
into yet another lobby area. This is there is a closed elevator door just above where you would expect it to be.
Mm-hmm.
And there are double doors to the north next to the elevator, and also double doors to the west.
Double door dare you.
That was
Mhm.
me.
Double dog dare ya.
Nice. Do you guys think it's on this level? Should we check?
I still kind of like the idea of it being all the way up. I mean, if you feeling spry, feel free to poke your head through the doors.
This is the top level of the stairwell.
Oh,
and
okay.
this
Oh,
is the
okay.
top level of the elevator shaft.
Okay. So we have
Yeah,
to peek our
I'm
heads
thinking it's got to be here.
through. Okay.
Well,
Hopefully there's not a
I
boss
opened the
monster.
last one, so
I'll go. I'll
Roy,
go.
it's your turn.
No, I'll go. I have to get over these jump scares. Right here, is that correct?
Yeah, there's double doors there.
Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, yep.
And also,
I'm gonna-
yep, up there.
Well, it kind of makes sense with the layout that this might be the exit in my
Okay.
brain. So I'm
Okay.
assuming it's over here for the exit, but in my brain.
Okay,
So I'm going to go up to these double doors and
to the west.
yep,
Okay, thank you.
go
All right.
west.
So yeah, these
Young
actually
man.
open up
Rival.
rather easily, as if they were maybe more well maintained back in the day.
Okay.
And you see a very similar space. It appears that whoever was the architect for this governmental facility didn't have a whole lot of imagination.
Mhm.
So yeah, again, you see a couple forklifts here in a large storage area.
Oh, wow.
And it appears to be the place probably where they kept a lot of the foodstuffs for the staff who
Oh.
were here once upon a time. And it's the very small forklift trucks that, sort of like one man, and they only handle a few skids at a time.
Okay.
And then beyond that is a large, like almost military style kitchen and cafeteria.
Okay.
There are archways in the north and west walls.
Okay. I'm gonna peek my head back towards where the guys are at behind me.
All right,
Like-
go ahead. Before you do that, give me a stealth roll, please.
Oh, but I did it already.
Yeah.
He stealthily rolled stealth.
Yeah,
and succeeded
what?
stealthfully.
I need a 60. I rolled a 67. That is a fail.
That's a bummer.
So again, Pippa, you're trying
Same
to
spider.
bolster your confidence and
Yeah.
calm your nerves, and you're looking around, and it seems to be relatively empty. And then you look directly to the left of the doors, and you see a skeleton sitting in an office chair right next to the doors. You only opened up one of the doors, and just right next to the other one that you didn't open up is the skeleton. And as you look at this grinning, bony ivory face without flesh, the head disconnects and rolls down into its lap and then onto the floor. And go ahead and roll
Spooky,
sand.
scary skeletons. It's a musical episode.
Phew. I need a 61. I rolled a 56.
All right.
That's
So
a success.
calming your nerves actually did it this time, and you feel, oh, great. Just one more creepy thing in this damn place. And then you turn back and report to the boys.
Hey, Rocky, I think I have a friend for your friend in here.
That's
And
not
it-
my friend.
And by the way, Roy. I'm sorry, Rocky. Roy, there's a friend for your friend in there. And it's not the exit. It's some kitchen cafeteria place.
There's like a play date in there.
Yeah, you go peek.
I'll take a look.
Roll sanity.
And you see a skeleton, and you see the skull just lying right there at your feet. And you think, huh, 2 heads are better than 1.
Guys,
3.
that's not what I'm focusing on. Guys, we got Clyde a body.
Oh, Jesus. I'm glad I haven't heard that sound yet, actually. So should we just try the other doors then? That's got to be the exit, right?
It's got to be one of them.
Well, it's not the one we're looking in.
I'll hit the next one.
All right.
All right, so Roy goes to the northern doors in the lobby area and opens it up to see
Scary things.
scary, spooky,
Spooky, scary skeletons.
Let's see how good we can do here. That should be it. So you see a corridor which has what appear to be almost like office doors to the east and west. There are 3 on each side, so 6. And then along the north wall too. It turns and basically ends at a T to the north, enters into what possibly larger areas. And then just immediately to the right of your double doors is a narrow corridor, which also has a door on the south. All that makes sense?
Yep.
So you got door here, and obviously you can see these doors here. 6 there, and 7's right there. That's what you see at this stage.
Okay.
And again, these look like you're not quite sure if they're like office doors, dorm. They almost look like dorm doors, possibly even doctor's office, like little waiting rooms.
Dentist.
Hard to tell.
Oh.
But you remember from when you were here last, these were each apartments to the north. Each of those little rooms were staff apartments. People lived there when this facility was staffed.
Yeah, they did. I remember the layout now in my head, and I haven't even been here.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Roy, you're the one who's been here before. Are we on the right floor for an exit?
Well, we gotta be on the right floor. I just can't remember how we get there.
Brian, why don't you give me a stealth roll?
Okay. Should Pippa do it, or should Brian do it?
He said Roy.
Oh, sorry. You said Bri.
62. I got a 51.
Nice.
I mean, I feel like I remember these. These are housing, so I feel like that would
Door.
probably be closer to the entrance. So let's just keep rolling through.
But is it to the left after the doors? What is this white thing sticking out here? Do we know by the last door that's kind of by
it's
itself?
an indicator. Ignore it.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if it was like a partition or something. Okay.
Right. So, Roy, what is it you're going to do?
Roll through to that end of that hallway and hit that door.
Which door? Please ping it.
Yeah.
Okay. So you go towards the end of this corridor to the T, essentially. And I'll go ahead and reveal what that looks like.
I hope
And
it's
I'll have to
left
do this in a couple different ways. That's what you see in that direction.
Oh.
And that's what you see there. So as you enter the T at the end of the corridor, to the right is the area that was sort of a communal area that you remember collecting the copiers back in the day. There are no copiers now. They're mysteriously gone for some reason. And to the west of that corridor, there is another door. These doors that you see that are lining, that you know go to staff apartments, are all of the same material. They're sort of wooden, kind of cheaper doors, right? This door is much more secure. Even has a card reader next to it. Okay. As does this one here. So those two doors are slightly different.
Hmm.
Some smart guy took all these copiers out. I remember that.
Exactly.
I went for 2 turns.
It kind of looks like this is going back into the facility to me, because it's the doors to the west. Sorry, Jeremy. The doors to the west look like they're going back towards the facility because that cafeteria is over there. I say we go back and try the door to the east and see if we can get through that.
Yeah, but this door is really secure.
I think they both were, but let me run back and check real quick. I'm going to head back down and go to the east door just to examine it.
Yeah, it appears to be of basically the same type as what you've been going through.
Okay.
The only ones that are different are the apartment doors.
Okay. Cool. I'm going to step back into the hallway here, and I'm going to go whisper yell, Roy! I think we should go this way.
And I'll poke Clyde's head out from around the hall.
And the skeleton hand on the side of the wall.
I don't care. It's your turn.
Okay.
Just pick a door.
Shh. You'll have to roll for stealth. I will go back and pop this door. Oh boy, here we go again.
All right, so you take a peek
Pop
through
that
there,
door.
and you look into what is clearly a reception area.
The exit. Oh.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
And
Shabba-boom.
there are doors to the south in this corner. And right next to the one you're at. But this one is glowing white. Please roll stealth.
Oh, son of a biscuit. I needed a 60. I rolled a 97.
So, Pippa, you open the door and lean in to see a very typical, almost office environment. A reception area. And you're thrilled to see the portal immediately to your left. It's casting everything in a bright, brilliant light.
Mm.
And then from somewhere behind you, probably sounds like maybe up the stairwell that you guys came up, you hear, "Good day, Bruce." Please roll sanity.
No, I'm good.
Oh, there it is.
I need a 61, rolled an 86. Per the evening, I failed.
You will take 1 point of sanity. And please describe your involuntary reaction to hearing a voice not too far away from where you're standing.
Still being a little bit on edge. A lot of bit on edge, I guess you'd say. Proud of myself that I held it together for the skeleton thing that freaked the shit out of me, but again, I'm frozen. But this time I lose all control. I urinate.
Ew.
Tears are streaming down my face. And my silent scream rings out for nobody to hear.
And in that silence, you're pretty sure you hear plodding footsteps. Distant, but approaching steadily.
What are they plotting?
So, Roy and Rocky, you're at the end of the hallway, kind of looking around, checking things out. And Pippa hasn't made a sound or come back.
You've seen Pippa? It's been a minute here, and I haven't heard anything either.
Probably another friggin' spider.
I don't know what it is with people and spiders, honestly. They're not that scary, really.
Roy, help me with this microwave.
It needs 8 legs to live.
The microwave?
Yes. I'll go check on her. And I'll head down the hall.
Okay. And so you head down the hall, and you can see she is sort of standing in the doorway in that eastern alcove. Unmoving, you see a puddle of urine. You can smell it as you approach within just a few feet of her. And that's when you hear a voice beyond the doorway to wherever she's looking at announce, welcome to Winoka. Sorry, I didn't fuck that up. Welcome to Winoka Point. Please deposit firearms at the reception desk, where you may retrieve them once your visit has concluded. And it's blaring through a sound system on the other end of that doorway. Give me a sanity roll, please.
Mm-hmm.
I need a 40. I got a 39. It's a success.
Good job.
So it actually sort of rings a bell for you that the reception area had a similar robotic voice. You're not quite certain if this was the message that it said outside of your dreams. But it doesn't startle you that much. Clearly it startled Pippa. And Rocky, you hear that voice echoing from where you're at, further north.
I'm going to start heading towards the sound.
Okay. And Pippa and Rocky? Or Pippa and Roy? What are you guys doing? Or I should say, Roy, what are you doing?
I'm still frozen in fear.
Yeah, I'm going to try and snap Pippa out of it.
Slapper, that usually
Yeah,
works.
how do you do that? Describe it.
I'm going to try and do what I did before and just kind of grab her and pull.
You're going to yank her?
Excuse me?
Are you going to yank her, though?
Yeah, I'm going to yank her off.
Nice. And so you reach for her
You give her a reach around.
and clamp your hand on her shoulder. And she immediately whirls around. And instead of clutching onto you in fear and relief at finding you, she looks at you blankly, barely recognizing you. And she pushes away from you, kicking Clyde's head out of your hand. It goes rolling down a few feet. And she slips in her own urine, falls flat on her butt into a room that is glowing. The reception room is aglow with brilliant white light that looks very familiar to you. And Rocky, you stumble upon this scene just as it's happening.
On earth are you doing? We have places to go. Get up.
And Pippa, you're back to your senses now.
You sure about that? You sure about that? Ugh.
Come on.
Don't touch me. Everything
right.
that's happened here has happened to me tonight. I've never been in this place. Giant spiders running across my feet, skeletons with their heads falling off, and now some creepy man's voice came from behind me with a British accent.
Boo-hoo.
And the three of you now hear wet footsteps ringing out, approaching from the stairwell that you came up from.
And that's all cue to leave. And I'm going to ignore Pippa telling me not to touch her. And I'm going to grab her. And I'm going to start walking very briskly towards the lobby.
The lobby?
Or the reception area, I guess.
Yeah, basically she's in the reception area. And
Yeah,
you
it's
Oh,
see-
okay. I thought we were
portal.
still like in the hallway.
No. She fell into
Okay.
the reception area, slipped in her own pee.
Okay, so I'm going to grab her and start very briskly walking towards the portal.
Okay. Roy,
Come on, Roy, keep up.
I'll come.
you gonna leave Clyde?
No. I'll grab Clyde.
All right. And
Spit spot, we have places to be.
as you do, you can hear a single footstep attain the landing from the stairwell. And you hear, Roy, is that you, crikey?
And I'll just ignore it and run.
Good day. As you step through the portal, that nauseating vertigo overtakes you yet again. Your physical form upended, a gyroscope with no true north. Eventually, however, the dizzy spell dissipates. Eyelids clamped closed, you sense you're lying prone. Beneath your body is a solid surface, your fingers confirming it is rough-hewn wood. The muffled song of crickets and cicadas reaches your ears, but it sounds far away. Something moist and fetid, like algae-ridden pond water, drifts into your nostrils. You try to sit up, but hit your forehead on another wooden surface, only inches from your face. With each labored breath, you become more aware that you are trapped inside a closed pine box. Your coffin. Tune in next time as we play another reel of the Lovecraft Tapes. Reactions?
I don't like being buried alive. Very claustrophobic in real life, so this ought to be really fun next week.
I mean, we don't know where you are yet. We know where Roy is.
Well, but we were all pretty much in the same spot last time, right?
Yeah, but the time before that, I was under the house, you were in a bed, and Roy was outside the cabin.
Yeah.
So who's to say we end up in the same spot again?
Well, but the
Maybe we
land
just got
before
lucky.
time had cartoon dinosaurs, so we don't know what's
True.
going on.
True.
Real life also had cartoon dinosaurs. Think before you speak.
True. I haven't seen real
Because
life.
before
Is
or
it yet?
after the invention of Technicolor?
I don't know. Let's go ask
No one.
Hanna-Barbera,
Who invented techno?
Who's Hannah?
my dead cat.
Oh.
Oh, Gabe. Gabe. How could you?
It's dead.
It's dead.
Oh, God.
Now we're bringing that baby back.
Ribs.
Baby back. All right, guys. Well, it's time for some hashtag recommendos where we share some of our geeky obsessions. So please roll D Hondo, and we shall see you
On that happy note,
D Hondo. Boop.
Up. Holy cow, I'm rolling high tonight. Gonna get
Yeah,
high
man.
tonight.
Hello,
All right, looks like it's going to be me, Gabriel, and then Matt, then Ryan. So I'll go first. A few years ago, I played 2013's Tomb Raider, developed by Crystal Dynamics. I really liked it, but
Oh.
once I completed the main missions, I set it aside and forgot about it. Now, years later, the Tomb Raider series became available on Stadia. I had never tried or even heard of the sequels, so snapped them up immediately. Just recently, I began playing the campaign for Shadow of the Tomb Raider, originally released in 2018. All I can say is wow. It is a gorgeously cinematic game with refined controls and a compelling storyline, with Lara Croft once again attempting to outwit Trinity, but also finding out the hard way that her spelunking ways might cause more harm than good. If you revel in video games where your character lets the F word fly freely, or side characters that bite the dust in realistic fashion, then this is the very grown-up adventure for you. I really like how the game doesn't force you to painfully grind to populate your weapon and equipment loadouts. It's mostly there for you to use right from the beginning. It's got great... Thanks, Crossy. R.I.P. to Sweet Kitty. Yeah, we miss her every day. It's got great voice acting and some of the most convincing rendered eye movements that somehow escape uncanny valley territory to evoke real emotions. There's nothing more satisfying than swimming through a flooded building strewn with dead bodies to emerge silently behind an enemy to swiftly dispatch him, then climb a ridge to get a bird's-eye view of a forgotten temple wherein a lost treasure awaits. If that sounds like it might scratch your Indiana Jones itch, minus the fridge nuking, check out Shadow of the Tomb Raider. Lots of fun. All right, Gabe, you're up next.
I'm gonna recommend a show. It's kind of a piggyback off of a previous recommendation, but it's considered a new series. So I'll just list it. It's Toast of Tinseltown, something that I know's been mentioned. Jeremy's mentioned it before, and it's been in the Discord and such. I think it's very good. I finally got to watch the first season or series or however they call it, and it's a lot of fun. It's definitely different. It's more absurdist than Toast of London for sure, and unfortunately they've dropped the musical shtick, which I think is a huge loss. But other than that, it's an interesting take on for it to go, because you get a lot of big actors making appearances, and it's kind of cool to see, because clearly, I mean, it's not a giant budget show, so clearly they just like Toast of London and want to be a part of it, is how I perceive it. So it's fun. Fred Armisen's character is very funny.
Yeah.
One of my favorite comedians of all time makes an appearance right out of the gate in the first episode, so that's great. It's way more absurdist, and it takes its anger out on Hollywood to some degree, but it's funny, and Ray Purchase makes some of his greatest moments going on in Toast of Tinseltown, so it's definitely worth a watch. Don't expect the same thing as Toast of London, but you'll definitely enjoy it if you like that. So
Nice. Cool.
Beauty.
Thank you. Appreciate that. And I believe it is Matt up next.
Who, me?
Mm-mm.
Who dis?
Oh, okay. See you later. So this week, I have a game that I've been kind of sitting on for a bit, kind of checking it out, deciding if it's worth the time or not. And I'm gonna front load this and say this is another early access title. So if that's not your thing, that's cool. But if you don't mind getting into the pool a little early, Baldur's Gate 3 is out in early access now. For those of you unfamiliar, to the Baldur's Gate series. It is about as close as you can get to directly translating D&D 5e into a video game. It uses the Dungeons and Dragons class system and race system, and a lot of the things you do are determined by dice rolls and your skills. But it's a scripted video game, so you don't have to worry about, finding somebody to DM. You don't have to worry about, somebody leaving your campaign in the middle and being high and dry, because you can play it like you would a video game. You can play solo with AI companions, or you can play in up to 4-player co-op. The character creation system is excellent. Not everything is there at the moment. They do say that they're going to have the entirety of the 5e player's handbook into the game by the time it launches, so we're at this point missing a few races and classes. But what is there is excellent. Really in-depth character creation. The skills and spells that you'll ever there. First game out, I actually have played a couple of rounds with some of our patrons. Atulia and I have had a game running for a bit. We at one point started a game with Chiru as well. But I had a lot of fun playing. I started up, of course, I started a Warlock. And I had a really good time running around Eldritch blasting everything to bits. But it is, from what I've seen so far, on track to be a great game. You can only play the first act of the story and only up to level 4, because this is more for feedback and testing for Larian. But what is there is a lot of fun. We've had a good time, and the latest update just added bards as a class, and they also just added gnomes as a race. So the options are expanding. They're really good at keeping on top of bugs and letting everybody know where they are with communication. So if you like D&D 5e and you're looking for maybe a little bit of an easier experience than actually running a game, go check out Baldur's Gate 3, and it's even better if you can find some friends.
Nice.
So I can't
play either, though.
Oh, sorry, guys.
Thanks a lot.
Oh, wells. All right, Bri, you're up last.
I'm going to recommend Solitaire. Say you got no friends. No. I'm going to recommend a tool, not the band. Klein Tools, probably one of the best tool makers that I've ever used. Have an 11-in-1. It's a multi-bit screwdriver, nut driver, a hand tool. So it looks like a screwdriver, honestly, but the shaft, Jeremy's going to like this one. The shaft comes out and it has all of the bits and everything stored in the shaft. So you just you can quick pull and pop it in and switch from a Phillips to a flathead to a hex nut. I never realized how handy this was until I was taking stuff apart in my tech booth so I could put new cabinets up tomorrow. And the only tool that I had up there was this multi-tool, which I bought. I have found the receipt when I was cleaning in 2013. I bought this screwdriver. It still looks new, and I use it all the time. It was able to take all of the old cabinets apart with one screwdriver. So I was so impressed with that I wanted to pass that along to people. So if you're a homeowner and you don't want to go out and buy a crap ton of tools, or even if you're renting and you have little stuff to fix around the apartment, the house, the townhouse, whatever, it's only $15 for this tool, and it has a lifetime warranty. Before we started tonight, I looked it up on Amazon just to see the price, to see where they were at now. And I still couldn't believe that they were like $15. But it has 20,273 ratings, and it's a 5 out of 5 stars on Amazon. So not just from me, but it's a fantastic product. So check it out. Home Depot sells it. Any home improvement store. It's a Klein. Just remember 11-in-1, and you'll be golden. It's a fantastic tool to have in the house.
So what you're saying is you're inclined to give it a thumbs up?
Mm-hmm. Yep. And to pull the shaft so you can see the other bits.
Someone needs to take that away from him.
No drum for that one? Oh, there we go.
All right, guys. Thanks, Bri. And that's going to be it for this episode of the Lovecraft Tapes. Thank you for listening. Please subscribe on whatever podcast platform you prefer. If you like what you hear, please leave us a review. Meanwhile, you can find us at lovecrafttapes.com with links to all our hashtag recommendos and social media channels, including Reddit, YouTube, and our Discord server, where you can chat with us in real time, unless your name is Cream Pie Lars. You can find me on Twitter at Lovecraft Tapes.
And if anybody wants in on the betting pool as to where we land next, you can join in on that by hitting me up on Twitter at The Real Weird Kid.
And if you want me and Clyde's joint Twitter account, you can find me at Lovecraft Gabe.
If you guys can help me bombard the creators of Roll20 so they can fix the rolling for me, because I'm having some issues here with all these fails, reach out to me at Brian Podcast. We'll get this taken care of. My pumpkin is sad.
Until next time, roll for Shaft.
I don't know, Brian. The rolling seems to work just fine for me. I haven't had any problems with it tonight.
Right, that's why I say I need people to help me reach out so we can get that taken care of.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching along.
Bye.
Crow, Obsidian Phoenix. And sure was in there a little while, so
Thank
appreciate
you.
that. Appreciate
Thanks for stopping by.
see. We'll
Not you, Lars.
We'll be back tomorrow night with Double Vision, and
you,
we'll be back next week
Sit the
with
fuck
another
down, Lars.
episode. Ciao. Ciao, Bella.
Ciao, Bella.
All right.
Ciao.
Have a good